Hello, my name is Michele, and you're listening to Profit is a Choice. As a business owner, one of the biggest challenges that you face is managing pricing, especially now with all the fluctuating cost. Pricing properly is crucial to the success or the failure of any company. And on the podcast today, we're going to explore how to manage pricing in your business. Every day, empowered entrepreneurs are taking ownership of their company financial health and enjoying the rewards of reduced stress and more creativity. With my background as a financial software developer, owner of multiple businesses in the interior design industry, educator, and speaker, I coach women in the interior design industry to increase their profits, regain ownership of their bottom line, and to have fun again in their business. Welcome to Profit is a Choice. Setting the right price is essential when you're starting your business and even in the later stages. External factors can lead to higher costs, and we're seeing some of that right now. It's causing us to have to make some really tough decisions. We're seeing things like an increase in raw materials, higher labor costs, unexpected supply chain disruptions. I'm sure many of you are seeing that right now. I'm seeing a lot of cost overruns when it comes to building, and so then the furnishings piece of the project is taking a hit. So there are multiple options that we have when we're seeing all of these additional costs come through, and we're going to look at two of the main options and then a third. So our two main options are adjusting your pricing or absorbing the cost. So let's start with adjusting pricing. One option could be to raise rates to offset that additional expense. So you're just continuing to raise your rates and go up, up, up. And this might allow you to maintain profitability. And it could also help you continue to be seen as a premium service provider. And it keeps cash flowing because the money's still coming in. And if you can deploy this option successfully, it could be considered a win. However, when you increase your pricing like that, that means you've got to have a conversation with your clients, right? And that can have a negative consequence. They could be unwilling to pay. They could feel like you're being opportunistic and give you a very negative brand perception. Your competitors could be taking advantage of you or advantage of the market rather with lower pricing, which means they're taking more and more of the work. So you could lose work, lose your brand, all kinds of things. It's always important, if you do have this conversation, that you first analyze the market to see if customers would be willing to pay. Are they going to be willing for them to absorb some of these costs and to go higher? Can you explain that? Think about the long-term impact of that price increase on your brand reputation. And think about your profitability structure. See, here's the thing. If it's just a few dollars here and a few dollars there, it may be worth it to absorb. But if it is a lot, then maybe you need to stop and consider passing some of that along to your client. What I'm also seeing is people that have contracts that are spanning multiple years, and they didn't build anything into that contract to give them the ability to go up on their pricing as all the price fluctuations are happening to them. So if that's you, consider going back and looking at your contract to see if you can make sure that you've protected you and your client as you work on the pricing. The second option is for you as the company to absorb the cost and then reduce your profitability. And while this may seem like, maybe an easy way out, it can lead to short-term losses, and it can impact your long-term in a couple of different ways. So one thing that it can do on the short term is help you maintain customer loyalty. I mean, what customer is not going to be happy that you're taking the hit and absorbing all the cost overruns? And I'm sure that you would have a great brand impact, right? You now could have probably either a competitive or even a below competitive rate and price. So you may be increasing the market share that you have. But think about the downside. You could have a big strain on your cash flow. And so financially, you could be in a bind. It could also create an unfair distribution of costs and expenses across the offers so that you're really not making money at the things that you should be making money at. To negate some of this impact, Attempt to negotiate better prices with your suppliers. Find ways to buy at a reduced rate, if at all possible. Look at reducing marketing expenses. I'm not saying stop marketing, but look for ways to reduce all types of operational and marketing expenses. And then look to really optimize the transportation costs for your supply chain. There's a third option, which is really a combination of the first two. See, every business has a sweet spot, and you're going to have to find yours. It's this perfect intersection of raising your rates and increasing your pricing to your customers, but also reducing costs and expenses internally. So instead of swinging the pendulum all the way to raising the rates and passing along every cost or absorbing every cost, it's somewhere in the middle. All three options have advantages and disadvantages. So only make your decision after you have done some type of market analysis, looked at customer buying behavior, and your internal cost structure. Ultimately, the key to success is finding that right balance between pricing and cost management. And this is going to allow you to have long-term sustainability. Remember, profitability is sustainability. Certainly to have profit and money to be able to manage, and an alignment with your long-term business goals. I would love to help you understand your pricing and cost management strategy. We have courses over at Scarlet Thread Consulting. We have Pricing Without Emotion, Understanding Your Financials, and Master Your Profit. You can also sign up for a discovery call where we can talk to find out what the need is for your business. Don't let fear or a lack of understanding your financials keep you stuck. Be proactive in understanding your profit strategy, because making a profit doesn't happen by accident. Profit is a Choice is proud to be part of the designnetwork.org, where you can discover more design media reaching creative listeners. Thanks for listening, and stay creative and business minded.